This will be my last video probably ever for this course, so I wanted to talk about why I'm studying what I'm studying, and that's money, clearly, because nothing prepares you for a life of luxury and privilege like working as an ER nurse for 16 years. And in those 16 years, I have seen a lot of nonsense, and not just the putting the peanut butter jar in the wrong place type of nonsense. I've seen scary stuff. And the scariest things you ever see are things that have to do with kids. And nothing is more scary than a pediatric respiratory emergency. And I was scared as a new mom, in part because the sociology professor I had in Bachelor's Round 1 took an entire lecture series to talk about how the MMR vaccine harmed her child. She even brought him in on display as proof that these vaccines are terrible and are going to cause autism. And I really internalized this story, partly because she had a PhD, and who was I? And I also didn't have a mom to kind of fact check this stuff. And I leaned heavy into mom types. So when I was pregnant with my first child, I found a group of mom types to help me through pregnancy and birth. And they were hippie, and I was pretty hippie. So when vaccines came up, they were more than happy to feed me all kinds of misinformation that led me to delay routine immunizations for my child. So now when measles cases are rising again and children are dying, I understand the fear and mistrust that these people have. But I've also seen critically ill children. And it's really difficult to intubate a child. And that's just the beginning of the complications that can arise from viral illnesses. Pneumonia is the most common side effect from measles. And despite what your chiropractor says, we can't tell the difference between viral and bacterial pneumonia on a chest x-ray. So we give them antibiotics hoping that they can help, but they don't do anything in a virus. And kids die. And they don't have to because we have vaccines. So that's why I'm doing this. I was afraid too. I thought, and I was told, that the MMR vaccine caused autism. And I didn't want that for my child. But now that I'm adult, I work with a lot of adults that have autism spectrum disorder. They just prefer to be called doctors.